To welcome you to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world, no matter wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. I appreciate being your host here on Black Dragon Biker TV for approximately the last about 7 years. Thanks for tuning in. If you like biker club content and stuff like that, stuff about motorcycle clubs, how they operate, and how to live your best motorcycle club life. This is the channel for you, Black Dragon Biker TV. So like, share, follow, and subscribe. Those are the things that they always want us to say. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. And we would absolutely appreciate it if you do. So I want to start by giving you guys just so many thanks for all of the prayers and things you've sent in to me recently, based on the events that I have shared with you about recent tragedy in the family. And just thank you all so much for being there. Today, I want to talk about an interesting subject. I get a lot of people call me up all the time to ask me various things about how to run a motorcycle club, or how to, a lot of times, how to start a chapter of a motorcycle club. How do I get this chapter started? And so much so that I even have a thing where people actually call, and they call in on my consultation app. I have a motorcycle club consulting app, and I will actually spend hours talking guys through various issues in their clubs. It's called clarity.fm/black-dragon. So if you ever got to talk to me about stuff like that, I can't afford to talk to as many people as I do for like completely free. So I'll put people on that consultation app, and we can talk for hours to develop strategies to help you do whatever you need to do in your MC world life, like get a motorcycle club started. So I was talking to a guy today, and he said something I hear lots of times as he was talking about his troubles with starting a motorcycle club. One of the things he said, well, I have a friend that I've known forever. He's a one percenter, and from there you can just kind of guess it. Like, he's a one percenter, and all I got to do is call him up, and I'll have a chapter. Or knowing that guy is going to remove all the roadblocks that were in the way. And I thought about that. How many times have I heard somebody say that? Only to come back to me horribly disappointed to find out that that's not necessarily the case. So today I want to talk about why. Why is it that I know this one percenter, I know this guy, and all of a sudden I call him, and the guy that's been my neighbor forever, and we've always had great communications and great conversations, talk to me like he'd never seen me before, or like I had spit on me, or his whole attitude changed. So I want to kind of explain that to you and let you understand that there are rules to this game. There are rules to how it works. And the rules are changing every day, like how we started clubs when my club started, and how clubs and chapters of clubs are started today are so night and day different. The guys who started my motorcycle club probably couldn't start a club today. They would be completely blown away at a lot of the stuff that goes on. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if some of those folks would turn it over in their graves at some of the stuff that's going on these days. So motorcycle club protocol is an ever revolving door that changes with the breeze. And you have to know the protocols of your area. I often tell you guys this, this is what works where I've been. This is what works where I've started clubs and chapters. and this might not be working over there. So I expect you guys to take what I teach you as a kind of not a cookie cutter or a template, but really kind of a guide. You're gonna have to figure out the details on your own, and the details will change. If you're watching this video 6 years from now, it's going to be completely different, or a lot different, or some different, or a great deal different. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that you should know. Motorcycle club protocol is ever changing. How you start motorcycle clubs is ever changing, and the dynamics on the ground are changing. And where it is true that a lot of times it's not what you know, it's who you know, that is absolutely true. And knowing a one percenter has gotten many people's clubs started. But it has also gotten many people sadly dejected. So we'll talk about some of the reasons why. First of all, the guy you might know might not be a boss, or he might not be somebody that can make things happen. He might be low level, or he might have his hands tied by other things, like there are boards and councils, and motorcycle clubs will put up rules by which they expect chapters to be brought in and stuff like that. And so he might not be in a position to be able to affect a change for you, to make something special just for you, somebody he just met. And another thing is, a lot of you guys mistake relationships for knowing somebody. Just because I know you doesn't mean we have a relationship. Just because I know you doesn't mean we have a relationship where I would help you do something that I might not necessarily help somebody else do. My kids go to school with your kids. They all grew up together, this, that, and the other. Does not mean that we have an ongoing, for real, hey, this is a relationship. So it's relationships with people that make things happen, not particularly the fact that you know somebody. And relationships are built on synergy, synergistic concepts. I help you, you help me. I wash your hand, you wash my hand. Thank you, Highlander, for reading Prospects Bible, or President's, both of them. Thank you so much. I help you, you help me. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. I take care of you, you take care of me. Those are relationships. So if the first time somebody you knows hears from you, if that first time is that they hear from you when you need something, rather than you have built a relationship up over the years of a back and forth give and take, sometimes people feel a little put out about that. Like, gee, I've known this guy 10 years, and the first time he says hi to me is when he needs me to help him get his club open. So think about that. Think about when you think, well, I know this one guy, and do you have a relationship with him? Have you built a relationship with him? Is he somebody that you would feel comfortable calling because you've been a friend? Or is it, hey, man, I don't know anything about the motorcycle club world. I don't know anything about this, that, or the other. I don't know anything about what I'm doing. Oh, can you help me get my club started? Kind of silly, huh? So there are rules. And just because you know somebody doesn't mean that they're going to break those rules because they know you. So there's a front door and a back door. And so people get in both ways. But personally, I like to go on the front door. I like to not owe anybody anything. You tell me what the rules are. You tell me what the game is. You set it out, and I'll meet the criteria. I don't need any extra stuff. I don't need any extra consideration. None of that. That's not necessary for me. For me, that's a better way to get into things. There are folks that love the back door. And they're the guys that like to make the side deals and stuff like that. And I got a cousin Vinny, and those guys are cool. They get in too. They get in the door too. But owing people favors, the problem with that is that eventually they're going to call that favor in. Just the way of the world. And owing somebody something means that if you're a man of your word, you're going to pay back your debt. And I might not necessarily want to owe you a debt, because the way you might ask me to pay it back might not be something that I can do or that I want to do. So I like to pay it forward. There's a front door. Show me how to get in it. I don't need to call my friend over in the Dominant Club when you got a list of rules over here that we all can follow. Give me that list of rules. Another thing is I don't want somebody coming back like, you never would have had a motorcycle club if such and such hadn't. I don't need that. Such and such hadn't taken care of you. You never would have. Bro, we got a motorcycle club because we ride these bikes. And we did everything we were supposed to do to have it happen. Since when do squids walk in the woods? Not often. These bugs are driving me to death. So anyway, for those of you who don't know, the other services lovingly call ex-Navy dudes squids. But we're not squids. We're the best military, actually. Those other guys are sucking hind breast, if you will. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just a few minutes to tell you, no, it's not knowing people that get you across. It's having relationships. They say a lot of times they say it's not what you know, it's who you know. I think it should be it's who you have a relationship with, who you can depend on, who you have a vested interest in, who people that you have a history with. Those are the people you can depend on. And those are the people that you can go to. Like if you don't know you can go to somebody, like that's strange. Well, I think I can call him. I don't call anybody unless I know I can call him. We have a relationship. Relationships are built through time, perseverance, good times and bad times. That's what builds relationships. You will have a lot of relationships, good and bad, when you get your motorcycle club up and running and started. So that's what you should be trying to do. Go through the front door. Go through the way everybody else goes through. And that way you can have your chin lifted in pride and know that everything you got, nobody gave you. There's a feeling like that. There's a feeling. That feeling is a feeling that nothing can assuage. Nothing can take that away from you. God dang, it's 100 and some degrees out here. I'm burning up. But anyway, I just want to give you that. I appreciate all you guys for everything. Let me scroll through the comments real quick, see if I see anything that sticks out. What's up, Braxton? K. Wayne. BD read the Prospects Bible, working on Sergeant at Arms, may be a founding member of a new chapter, a 99% club. Question, the club I'm being considered for isn't blessed by the 1%er. Have you seen this? They are aware that they're not blessed. Yeah. Have I seen it? Yeah, I've seen it 1,000 times. And yeah, there are some clubs that say, I don't need a blessing. I'm just going to start. And I don't need a blessing by the 1%er or anybody else. I'm going to just do my thing and I'll see y'all out there. And if your club gets down like that, sometimes there will be consequences. Sometimes there won't. But most of the time there's going to be you're going to have to stand on that. You're going to have to face somebody who feels like they have the um, authority to make you face it. So you need to ask yourself, you know, the questions I say you probably need to ask yourself is, am I about that kind of life? Do I live that kind of life? Is this going to fit my character? And are all the people that are saying that they're going to stand tall, are they actually going to stand tall? A lot of times, like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. A lot of times you find out that some of these folks ain't quite ready um, to do all the stuff they say they're going to do. Boy, you hate to find that out at the wrong time, don't you? Uh, this may be a dumb question, but if someone already has an allegiance to a club, why would they help a competing club? Oh, heck. People do stuff for all kinds of crazy and silly reasons. I've seen it all out there. I really don't have an answer for that. Um, I don't really know how to answer that. Yeah, people, they do all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Let me see. Uh, it's so hard to really look at comments on here because they kind of, it's hard to control the phone. Okay, I think we have our prospects read your book. I read the Sergeant at Arms and the PRO. Man, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Highlander. Respect to you, Timothy. So I'm just checking out everything here. I think I got as many comments as I can get today. All right. Yeah, the phone is crazy. It's hard to control it. Rule number one: don't do anything. Don't do anything. The way I really hear that is don't do anything with your mouth your butt can't afford. Um, but yeah, that something like that is definitely going to. Yeah, those guys say that they started up and they didn't get any blessing and they're not going to. This is not the first. We see that all the time, and some of those clubs make it and do just fine, but many don't. So it's just what is your flavor? What can you stand? What makes sense to you? And if it makes sense to you to go get a blessing, learn how that works. Go get a blessing. If it doesn't make sense to you, then don't. You're grown up. You make your own decisions. And I'm not here to say what to do one way or the other. What I do is I give you the rules that I know of, how it's done in these ways, and then of course you have the opportunity to do whatever you want to do. All right, that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. I'm Black Dragon. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Looks like it's going to rain out here in a few minutes, and I'm going to love every raindrop of that. Uh, you can get my books. Black Dragon's books are on blackdragonsgear.com. Go check them out. As you've seen here, a lot of people read them. You can help the channel on our Cash App. We certainly would appreciate the help. It's $ Biker Prez, $Biker Prez, Prez. And we would any help you guys give would much be appreciated. Also, if you want to use the super chat button that's right down there, you can also get our uh, uh, daily podcast on the Dragon's Lair, LAIR, Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos. Our online daily newspaper is bikerliberty.com. And we can be found on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All right. Take care. Tell you what, if you found value in this video, give me a 1 in the comment section below and let me know where you're from, wherever it is in the world. Love to know. Thanks. Take care.